What's up, everybody? It's your boy Milto ENT in the building, and today I'm gonna do a podcast episode about pro wrestling and Call of Duty. I'm also gonna do a video version of the stuff, but the podcast is gonna be more informative. So stay tuned to my podcast. It's on all streaming platforms: Spotify, Amazon, Apple, wherever music streams. Go to Milto ENT. Without further ado, I want to talk about somebody on my television, on my t-shirt. And that guy is pretty obvious. Y'all know exactly who it is. He's on my t-shirt, and it's The Rock. And it feel like 1996 all over again. And I really need people to not support this man because he's a egomaniac. He beefing with people in Hollywood, he beefing with people in WWE, and he's like a president or fuck it. He's a big shot in the WWE right now. The landscape has changed since Vince McMahon has came. Things to get better or things to get worse. And I forgot to post this a couple weeks ago about The Rock debuting and still in Roman Reigns spotlight, aka not Roman Reigns spotlight, the spotlight from Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. I just woke up, guys. Let me drink some coffee, cause woo. So I'm energized with the coffee and stuff. So Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes supposed to have a match at WrestleMania. And it kept getting postponed and postponed. They wanted Seth to face Seth to face Cody, this, that, and the fourth. And eventually Cody just said, fuck it, I'm gonna face him. But let's rewind. Let's rewind this story. Let's go back. 3 weeks ago, SmackDown, The Rock debuted at the end of the television show and stared down Roman Reigns. Prior to that, The Rock whispered something in Cody Rhodes' ear. Cody didn't seem happy. Cody seemed like the kid that got disappointed because his crush didn't go to prom with him, or the girl he asked out to dance to go with them, or you had that big promotion at a job and somebody else came along out of nowhere that didn't have no qualifications or had qualifications and stole the job. That is a feeling we all can relate to. So Cody was sad. So we had we want Cody, we want Cody, we want Cody. The Rock was even playing heel. At first The Rock played face. Now he's playing heel of calling it Cody Crybabies. Hold on, let's see if we can pull that clip. Not clip, but clip.
Passionate fans.
Listen to this.
There's the other passionate fans of Cody. Yep. And they're called what's that? Oh, Cody Crybabies. Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay, got it. I didn't know the name that was coming.
It was the Cody Crybabies,
Yeah, okay.
and these are grown-ass men. And Cody gotta finish his story. He has to finish his story right now. It's like, wait a second, hold on. Hey, Dad, you want to go outside and play catch with me? Not now. Cody's and I'm upset. The wife comes in. Hey, honey, do you want to go have sex? Not now. Cody's gotta finish his story. At the end of the day, look, you got the Cody Crybabies and you have the Cody fans and you have Cody himself, and there's a clear distinction between the three. But The Rock says this: those Cody Crybabies, the ones for every 10 tweets they're shoving a chicken McNugget in their mouth. For every 20 tweets they're shoving 2 McNuggets up their ass. The Rock says this: all you got to do is sit
First
back,
off, even Cody responded to the McNugget. Hold on, let's see if I can pull a clip of Cody responding to the McNuggets thing. Because the McNuggets thing is just stupid. The Rock know better than that. The Rock knows way better than that. Hold up. Let me find it. This shit was even on ESPN. And it's insane. It's really insane. All right, so first off, I can't find it. This is a video. One thing about Milto ENT is unedited and uncut. So if you see me like doing things like looking on the phone or anything, I'm gonna do it because this is an authentic YouTube channel. And I couldn't find that clip. So I'm not about to embarrass myself. So Cody literally responded last Monday on Raw about the McNuggets thing, meaning like Brody basically said, bro, what the fuck? That's the best you can come with. And hey man, I'm a Cody crybaby. I guess we all Cody crybabies. Let's coin that term, Cody crybabies. Let's put it on a t-shirt. Hey, actually, you know what's crazy? I may make a t-shirt. Well, I may get copyright infringement, but I may make a t-shirt saying I'm a Rock whiner, you know, or I'm a Roman Reigns whiner or some shit like that. Because every time you look up, back in the day, people was whining about The Rock. People whining about Roman Reigns. With the exception of those two people, these two guys are literally hated in the WWE because they have the fucking silver spoon fed up their ass. So, whatever. But calling us fans Cody crybabies because you get your way, because you're the Anna White family, don't mean shit, bro. Don't mean anything. Just because your family has a lineage don't mean shit. Because at the end of the day, I'm a wrestling fan. I'm a wrestling fan of all generations. But Dusty Rhodes, man, that nigga Dusty Rhodes was smooth. Dusty was smooth on the mic, man. That dude was debonair. I saw a promo the other day where Dusty Rhodes said something like, yeah, Ric Flair with that old cheap ass jacket you got on. Bro, Dusty is a player. He's oozing. Many people in the African American community that saw that clip recently is saying this. Dusty was black. Dusty was a nigga. Dusty was black. And I don't know, man. Just Dusty Rhodes was just a household name for everybody. He, to me, was like one of the first cool African American wrestlers of all time that wasn't black, but we nominated him black. Him and Junkyard Dog, man, oh my God. Youngsters. Well, I'm young somewhat. I'm in the middle. I wasn't around. But look at Junkyard Dog. Look at Cody Rhodes. I mean, look at Dusty Rhodes. Look at the charisma both of them men had. How they was just laid back and everything. And no disrespect to the Rock's lineage, but come on, man. You gotta give it the props. Dusty ain't won a major WWE title. Some of the people in the Rock family ain't won a major WWE title. The Rock did. Roman Reigns did. But Rikishi didn't. Umaga didn't. Yokozuna did. He won a title. Tamina didn't. Everything. But I'm going to tell y'all something before I get to my point. The reason why The Rock is so pissy and maybe quote unquote heel right now is because people are making death threats to his daughter. Now, I don't care who you is. I don't care if I dislike you or hate you or whatever. Because I'm a wrestling fan and I say some intense shit. But one thing you don't do is you don't talk about, the way Dominic Toretto says, family. You don't involve family into the mix. You don't bring in somebody's family into the mix because you pissy and mad. So all those fans that shitting on Ava Raine or Simone Johnson, that ain't cool. Y'all made that girl deactivate her Instagram or Twitter, whatever. And this is what I hate about the internet wrestling community. Y'all like to shit on women. They stalk women. They're sexist. It's disgusting, man. And if you don't like what I say, fuck off. But at the end of the day, you don't disrespect women. I was raised by women. I work with women. Not gonna lie to you. The women I work with get on my motherfucking nerves. But at the end of the day, I protect women. I've been like that in school. I've been like that in real life. Like, I care for women because as a man, you don't disrespect a woman. Because a man that disrespects a woman is a bitch to me. So all these bitch-made marks, they're threatening Dwayne Johnson's daughter because you hate The Rock, don't got shit to do with Her. Then I read comments like, yeah, she should be ashamed of herself. She should talk to her dad. Simone is like 21. Dwayne is like 40 or 50. That's a grown ass man. He could do whatever the fuck he want to do. Now that brings me back to my point. Doing whatever the fuck he want to do. All right. Backtrack. After that debut of The Rock returning once again on SmackDown, because when The Rock returned, dude, I wish I had a camera to just see my reaction. My reaction was like, dude, why? Why are you back? Long overdue. Roman versus The Rock should have been years ago. A couple years ago. WrestleMania goes Hollywood. It should have been there. Last year's WrestleMania should have been there. Cody could have written this story. I would have accepted that way better than this shit. I would have rather Cody go for the World Heavyweight title if it was around. Oh, it wasn't around. I don't know. Or they debuted the World Heavyweight title. I think I forgot. I don't know. Regardless, the World Heavyweight title should have been the bigger picture, the big gold belt. He caught that at last year's WrestleMania. Then this year's WrestleMania, he can win the biggest prize of them all. Because the World Heavyweight title is diminished once again to me. The way WWE treats the World Heavyweight title kind of pisses me off. Because when the World Heavyweight title was on Raw originally, it was the top title of all time. And we've had champions like Brock Lesnar and Eddie Guerrero carrying the WWE title. And Raw and Triple H always shitted on the title, on the WWE title. Then once the World Heavyweight title went to SmackDown and Batista was a champion, and then Batista lost the title, and Edge lost the title, the prestige went down. It went from the A title to the fucking D title. This camera is making me confused because it's like I'm pointing at A and it made a B. Fuck it. It went from the A title to the B title to the C title to the D title to the E to the F title. World Heavyweight title wasn't even relevant. It wasn't relevant at all. And then you had the ECW title. So you had all these titles and it was crazy. And look what we're doing now. We got the Universal World Heavyweight title, Undisputed title, whatever the fuck you call the title. Because that name's been changed so many fucking times. It's insane to me. But then we got the World Heavyweight title. We got the NXT title. And some people are saying the NXT title was like a world title. Even WWE kind of labeled it as a world title, but fans said it's not a world title. But at the end of the day, who gives a shit? But I don't want the World Heavyweight Championship to be a bad title, and Roman shits on that title. Everybody shits on that title, but Seth is a fighting champ. So I hope whoever beats Seth at WrestleMania does good. I hope that title gets good lineage. To me, I wanted to have good lineage, like the Universal title. The Universal title had some really good champions. Kevin Owens, Goldberg, Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. All those guys were good. The Universal title was like building a foundation for the new megastars of the WWE. So that title had a lot of prestige. You didn't have no D-rate, C-rate, B-rate people holding that championship. But yeah, I would have had him win the World Heavyweight title last year at WrestleMania. But at the end of the day, when the press conference came, we was excited. And with the Pat McAfee interview that we listened to earlier, you hear that The Rock got beef. So when Cody literally said, your family will be ashamed of the way y'all are, they will. They will. I know it's scripted, but they will. If you are in a royal family, let's think of it like this. Let's be real. Let's think about it for a second. If you're in a royal family and you doing out-of-pocket shit and that's not of the royal family's name, the elders are going to be mad at you. It's like, dude, what the hell are you doing? I'm not proud of that. Like, that's not cool. Like, why are you tarnishing our name? We are dominant. We don't need to cheat. We are winners. We're better than everybody else in this planet. We sit on this throne looking upon y'all motherfuckers, And y'all have the audacity to tarnish our name by cheating consistently, having a bad name, controlling shit. And that's how I felt for Roman. I mean, that's how I felt from Cody. People like, you're going really deep into this. But at the end of the day, yeah. I have had an argument with this lady that literally was trying to be a bully about the situation on Cody Rhodes, calling him a crybaby, even calling me a crybaby because I defended myself. And her fat, ugly ass decides to make a video on me that she removed about how I feel. It was like Psych by Design TV or some shit like that. She's like on Instagram and YouTube. Look her up. Big mean bitch. But at the end of the day, man, I said, first of all, I know wrestling is scripted, but you don't have to be a bully and tarnish somebody's family legacy. And this man's dad is dead. This, that, and the fourth. Like, you're being very disrespectful. And I think it's very disrespectful for The Rock to shit on Dusty Rhodes and the Rhodes family. Because to me, bro, I love the Rhodes family. The Rhodes family did get mistreated bad by the WWE with the Goldust gimmick, because Dustin didn't like the Goldust gimmick. Cody didn't like the Stardust gimmick. Cody got fired or quit and formed his own company. The company said that it was competition. Cody apologized and let bygones be bygones. And I feel like that's punishment for that. But it looked like Triple H is on Cody Rhodes' side. Because like Triple H said, you don't run his house, I run his house. I don't give a fuck who you are, I run his house. So we not about to do that. But hopefully, it don't be a Vince McMahon-esque swerve where Triple H comes out or Seth Rollins comes out and costs Cody the title. Because look at this, peep this. Seth Rollins and Triple H were very close back in the Authority days. There's a lot of Easter eggs in that promo last Monday on Raw. I don't know why I got a feeling that if the Usos don't interfere, what if Seth and Triple H try to interfere and screw Cody? I really hope that don't happen. Or The Rock may screw Cody. This is one of the biggest matches in the history of the WWE. This is literally Secret Wars. Meaning, this is the biggest cinematic battle in history. It's like pairing all the superheroes against each other. Superman, Batman, Spider-Man. All these motherfuckers, you pairing them together. Then you getting the best out of those two from those franchises. And there's one character that's always overlooking that franchise and you've letting them face the big person. Superman. That's the biggest hero of all time. Pitting against Spider-Man. Or against another hero that don't get no justice. And you think that superhero can't beat Superman. And once that superhero beats Superman, it's over with. And I'm talking about like Injustice Superman. That's the anti-Superman that's just plain fucked up. That's killing every superhero. So, I don't know. It's just making me think of a very comic book storyline or an epic movie or a movie where you have all the hard killers against each other. I don't know. It's just going to be epic. Because it can go so many directions. So I hope Cody wins that title. So the Rhodes family name cannot be tarnished. Because the Rhodes family name has kind of been tarnished a little bit. The way they treat Goldust. The way they treated Cody. Dusty is the one paved the way for Roman Reigns. And Roman Reigns is an egomaniac. His ego is huge. So hopefully this egomaniac can get dethroned. Because Roman nor The Rock, to me, cares about the WWE at all. I feel like they don't give two shits about the WWE. They just want to make money. And Roman Reigns keep rubbing it in our face like, well, I barely defend the title. And I make money. Boo-hoo. And then Michael Cole, out of all people, say, what are we going to do about Roman? Y'all going to cry about it all the time? But Michael, when you thought Cody was going to beat him or anybody else was going to beat him, you was disappointed just like the fans. So how you go all corporate with us or two-faced it with us about the situation. And you was disappointed too. And you said your 2 cents about Roman Reigns. What you mean? I don't get that shit, digger. But hey, to each his own. But at the end of the day, I really hope that Cody dethrone Roman because I am sick of Roman. I am sick of The Rock. I'm sick of that fucking family. I'm sick of Solo Sequoia. I'm sick of Jimmy Uso. I'm not sick of Jey Uso. But I'm sick of all four of the people. I'm sick of the bloodline. I'm sick of the bloodline story because the bloodline storyline was good, but then it became the most stupidest, dullest, lamest storyline in the history of WWE because at first it was good. You had Sami Zayn leave, you had Jey Uso leave, you had Jimmy Uso leave. Then when Jimmy was about to win the fucking title, Jey was about to win the fucking title, Jimmy came along and interrupted. And they don't even like Jimmy in the bloodline storyline wise. Jimmy to me is boring now. Jimmy Uso is the most boring NOI member ever. He boring. The nigga sucks. He's boring. He's boring. Fucking boring. It's kind of like Angelo Dawkins in The Pride. Get him out. Put Carmelo Hayes or Trick Williams into the fucking stable. We don't need them. Let Jimmy do some gimmick with his wife. Or change his gimmick. Cut his hair. Give him a different gimmick. Because Jimmy Uso is basically Roman Reigns' bitch. Jimmy Uso is literally Roman Reigns' bitch. It reminds me of that movie, This Is the End or World's End. And you remember the movie, the scene where James Franco was like the little dog slave to the other guy? I forgot his name. That's what it reminds me of. He literally reminds me of the little lap dog that sits on your lap. Jimmy Uso character sucks. He sucks. Simple. Jimmy Uso's character sucks. That's just my opinion, but Jimmy Uso's character sucks. Then on top of it, if you think about it for a second, I don't even know why Solo and Jimmy fucking with Roman, and Roman damn near ditched him for The Rock. Like, what the fuck, dude? The Rock is a part-timer. The Rock got beef in Hollywood. Then it's rumors that he want to run for president. Like, no. Egomaniac, no. We don't want to vote for you as president. Actually, I may vote for The Rock as president. But at the end of the day, bro, let somebody else shine. Because this is what's going to happen in the WWE. This is what us fans do, and I'm going to admit it. Cena was pushed. Once Cena was pushed, we was tired of Cena. Spotlight went to Seth Rollins. Then once Seth Rollins was pushed, it went to Roman Reigns. Then it went to Brock Lesnar. I mean, when Brock returned, Spotlight was on Brock, and Brock barely defended the title. But one thing about Brock Lesnar, that bitch ass nigga didn't cheat. Now the spotlight's back on Roman. Now we tired of Roman. We've been begging for Roman to be a bad guy. Now we got our wish. Now, what I hope doesn't happen is when Cody become a champion, we don't get tired of him. And if we do, we'll get somebody like MJF. It'll be an ongoing roller coaster. But the way I'm feeling right now, I feel like with Roman Reigns, nothing I just said compares to his fucking reign of tyranny. Because it's insane. Roman Reigns has been champion damn near for going on 3 or 4 years. That's insane in the current era of WWE we lived in. We have never experienced that, man. Ever. Us that's living, that's fucking 40, under 40, ain't experienced that shit, dude. That's insane. Under 40 years old. Under 40. We got Bruno Sammartino. We got Hulk Hogan. Under 40. I'm going to just say under 40. If you're under 40, we ain't never experienced that shit. We ain't never experienced a long reign of a champion in the late 80s, the late 90s, the early 2000s, the late 2000s, the 2010s, the 2020s. We have never experienced that shit. Maybe it's the late 30s. Maybe it's 30s. Maybe it's early 30s. At the end of the day, I have never in my life experienced a reign of tyranny like the Roman Reigns has. And this shit needs to stop because nobody wants to see somebody become champion and cheat. You have cheated every single match. Every single match you have cheated, dude. Every single match. And you've buried every single fucking wrestler. You buried LA Knight. Now, LA Knight is going for the United States Championship, allegedly. Because we know he ain't winning the World Heavyweight title. If you do win the World Heavyweight title, Seth versus LA Knight, let's do it. But we know it's not going to happen. You know that shit's going to be once again handed to Drew McIntyre. And I'm sick of Drew McIntyre. Because again, I am anti-CM Punk. But fuck me. I am so pissed that I thought CM Punk was going to be the cancer of the WWE. And The Rock is the cancer of the WWE. And that's because CM Punk is injured. Even CM Punk don't fuck with The Rock. CM Punk and CM Punk, Seth Rollins, John Cena have warned us about The Rock. And the reason why I think that The Rock is a huge bitch, I'm going to be real. Let me adjust my mic. The reason why I think The Rock is a huge bitch is because you did not reciprocate this energy back in 2002 or 3 or 4, whatever the fuck year you came back as Hollywood Rock, when Brock Lesnar whooped your ass and made you quit the WWE. Like, nobody was fucking with Brock. Steve Austin couldn't even fuck with Brock. Brock is a dominant fighter. This dude is a legit MMA fighter. This dude is a cage fighter. This dude is a beast. I am anti-Brock because he bears black talent. But at the end of the day, The Rock want to slap the shit out of Cody Rhodes. But you ain't never slapped the shit out of Brock Lesnar. You ain't never slapped the shit out of Brock Lesnar. The Rock, he was beefing with Ken Shamrock. Legitimately, on paper, Ken Shamrock could have ripped you into pieces in real life. I don't remember The Rock slapping the shit out of Ken Shamrock. It's kind of like with Kurt Angle was bullying Daniel Puder, a UFC fighter, or former UFC fighter, and Tough Enough. Google it. And Daniel Puder whooped, like, got mad at Kurt Angle because Kurt was being a bully, and people like, well, Daniel shouldn't have did that. It was highly unprofessional. No. These pro wrestlers that's privileged, that's the main event stars that think they're better than everybody. Once somebody real whoop their ass, people get mad. Or the guy wrestlers want to be bitches and cry about it. When Kurt Angle got his ass whooped by Daniel Puder or whatever the fuck happened, I was happy. Because it's like, you're being a fucking bully, Kurt, on national television. Then years later, you got Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, Hardcore Holly beating the shit out of this guy. Giving him the receipts. Laughing about it, think it's cool. But hey, let me tell y'all something about my podcast. It's real. I love Eddie. I love Hardcore Holly. Love Chris back then. But guess what? Daniel Puder may be so-called irrelevant now, but Daniel Puder's still living. I believe in karma. Why be a fucking bully to somebody when they're standing up to you? These backstage bullies want to bring their politics into effect, and they want somebody to bow down and tuck tail and kiss their ass. So I'm so happy that Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins and Paul Levesque is standing up to The Rock and Roman Reigns, because this is purified bullshit, dude. Scripted or not, it's purified bullshit. Vince McMahon is gone. With Vince McMahon gone from the company, we expect change. We expect different shit. We're tired of the same old stale as laborious bullshit. We went from a perversion area to racism to people not getting the brass ring and everything. And Vince McMahon is fucking gone, meaning we shouldn't have that. Now we got The Rock, one of the big shots in the company, trying to sabotage Cody Rhodes' fucking name and family lineage. And The Rock's family has accomplished so much as a cohesive unit. Rikishi is a household name. He's a Hall of Famer. Loved him in Too Cool. Yokozuna's a household name. Undefeated for a while with that championship. Dominant. Roman Reigns, dominant. Ava, future Hall of Famer. She just needs some work. Tamina, she just won her first title a couple years ago. Then y'all buried her. Y'all got Nia Jax, which is another part of the family that we hate, who's injury prone as a fucking bully, but she's accomplished a lot. The Usos, one of the greatest tag team champions of all time, accomplished a lot. The Samoan SWAT team, just all of them. Umaga, the most dominant motherfucker ever in the history of WWE. And yet, y'all still want y'all family's legacy to be great. Dusty Rhodes has never won a World Heavyweight title or any major WWE title. For what? But to me, he on a Mount Rushmore of professional wrestling. He on a Mount Rushmore of professional wrestlers of the best promo people, of the best dressed. Goldust was goated. Still is. But my boy getting buried in AEW right now. But at the end of the day, he's having a good time and he's getting paid more money. But Dustin didn't like that gimmick. Then y'all put that nigga in WCW a few years ago and gave him that gimmick with called Six, where he was dressed like fucking Hellraiser or some shit. I liked the gimmick, but he didn't. Then you had the natural Dusty Rhodes. People don't know this, but Dusty Rhodes was one of the people that was like, I don't know if it was the class with Stone Cold Steve Austin, but he grew up with Stone Cold Steve Austin. He grew up in that era with Stone Cold Steve Austin when he was stunning Steve Austin. So, Goldust is really good. I love Goldust. I love Dustin Rhodes. But has he won a major title? No. But to me, he was a very dominant Intercontinental Champion with Marlena. He was good. He had some pretty good matches. He was a pretty good character. The most bizarre character ever in the history of WWE is, I'm going to tell you this, the most bizarre characters of all time in the WWE. Undertaker and Kane. We're going to put them in one. Mankind. Goldust. The Fiend Bray Wyatt. Come on. And rest in peace, Brody Lee. 5 of the greatest characters in pro wrestling history. And fuck it, 6 abyss. 6 of the greatest characters in the pro wrestling lineage. But yet, just thought about that. When Brock buried The Undertaker, I was so fucking pissed. Then y'all proceed to let Roman Reigns bury him? Again, you tarnishing people's legacies, Roman. You tarnishing people's legacies. Then a couple years later, Undertaker retired. Like, first off, Brock shouldn't have did it, but if Brock did it, I was mad. Brock is a legitimate threat. But why have Roman Reigns do it? I just don't fuck with Roman. I don't fuck with Roman Reigns because Roman Reigns used his cancer as a crutch to make fans feel bad for him. Because a lot of fans didn't like Roman. He was being shoved down our throats. He was the goody two-shoes. And then a couple months later, he came back and debuted and told the title. People be saying, man, you tripping. That don't make sense. Yes, it does. Think about it. Just like people saying theories of the WWE and the NFL being rigged, of the Super Bowl being rigged, having back-to-back Royal Rumble winner Cody Rhodes, or just back-to-back Royal Rumble winner Stone Cold Steve Austin going for the titles. At the end of the day, I've said this, I don't even watch sports, but sports is rigged. Just like the WWE. WWE formula is used in sports where it's fucking rigged. Everything is rigged. So let's hope Cody Rhodes wins the title. Because I am sick of The Rock. I am. I'm sick of the Anoa'i family, bro. What they need to do is they need to get somebody like Rikishi, Sika, Alpha, whoever the fuck alive in that family. Need to have a tribal court meeting, talk to Roman and The Rock and say chill the fuck out. Or What they need to do is what they did at a WrestleMania when Vince McMahon faced Bret Hart, and the whole Hart family was on Bret Hart's side against Vince McMahon because Vince screwed Bret. What they need to do is respectfully have the Anoa'i family be at ringside. Make sure things go clean. No cheating, no, none of that. Let them be ringside, surround the ring. Even invite the Runnels family, the Rhodes family to it. Invite Brandy. Fuck, strike a deal with AEW. You got the money. Get Goldust, Dustin Rhodes with it. Get whoever that's in the living of the Rhodes family. Have them at ringside. Have the Anoa'i family at ringside. I don't give a fuck if that bitch is in MLW, TNA, AEW, OVW, whatever company you in, retired, on a wheelchair, on a crutch, on life support. Get their asses on motherfucking WrestleMania. Let them be a fucking jury, like Lovell. Let them be at ringside. Make sure this match comes clean. And it be no excuses. If Roman Reigns cheats, the title goes to Cody no matter what. But let it be a clean fucking match. Put Solo and Jimmy in a motherfucking cage. Handcuff Solo and Jimmy. Make sure they don't exist. Fuck. Who knows? J2. Nobody else part of the bloodline need to be part of it. Especially a big, fat, baldy named Paul Heyman. Nobody needs to be part of that family. If you're not part of the Anoa'i family, you shouldn't even be involved in that match. If you're not part of the Anoa'i or Runnels family or Rhodes family, you shouldn't be part of that match. That's the way I book it. Book that shit so this match can be in the middle, cut down in the middle. Let that shit be a clean fucking match. And if y'all want to, and swerve us, let The Rock be the special guest referee. Let The Rock swerve us a little bit and say, I'm just fucking with you guys. I can't believe y'all fell for it. I didn't mean to slap Cody, but I slapped Cody to slap some sense into him. And he has slapped some sense into me with the knowledge of my family name being tarnished, because at first I was like pissed, but he's telling the truth. But The Rock is an egomaniac. So one thing about egomaniacs, they're narcissists. And narcissists is never going to own up to shit. But it'll be nice. It'll be very nice if that happened. But yo, I know I've been blabbing and blabbing and blabbing and blabbing. But subscribe to my channel. Leave y'all comments. And have a good day.